Aloha, beautiful beings. A quick video, maybe not. And some people are ready to hear this, and some people may not be. However, it doesn't matter. If you're watching this video, it's possibly for you because you're watching it. Because you're resonating and vibrating at the same frequency as me right meow. So, if as adults, children are brilliant at this naturally. And by the way, children are people. We're all people here, being people. So if as adults we all chose to make our number one priority to feel good, you can watch my previous video to this on emotions as a clear guidance out of addiction. And this is not only for those who are addicted to anything, which most of us are, whether that be TV, drugs, sex, food, back to feeling good as our only job. Children are great at this. People are great at this that are little, with much less indoctrination and stories and patterns and traumas that are acquired during their young adolescent lives by ever so intentionally loving parents that are unaware of how we're not loving our little people by every time we cut them off from thought, every time we correct them, every time we are not fully being with them in ever loving present awareness, beingness, and simply being. So if we chose to just feel good, like why am I carving this piece of wood into a spoon? Because it feels good, because it sounds exciting, it's joyful. And there's no set time limit. There's never like, I have to do this. It's like, oh, that sounds fun right now. And then as much as I desire to do it, and then I put it away and it's done. There's no expectation or rush. It's in joy. So doing things in joy, in feeling goodness of it all. Why did I burp? Because it felt good to. Why did I make this green juice? This is celery, cucumber, and lemon. Why did I make it? Because it sounded good. It sounded exciting. It felt good to do it. Why did I take a sip? Because it felt divine. It felt delicious. It felt like a yes. Why am I making this video? Because it felt exciting. It felt good. It felt joyful at the thought of it. And as soon as I started, it felt joyful too. Sometimes something seems like it's gonna be joyful, or like you want to do the dishes because it's all dirty, but becoming aware of where we're coming from when we're doing something. For instance, earlier today, I was filling out an application for something, and I heard myself saying, like, I clicked this box and it was like, well, because then, or so that, anytime you hear your inner voice saying so that, like, I'm doing this so that, that's like, it's setting up the stage to be disappointed, basically. Because it's not doing something out of joy, out of pureness, out of beingness. And there's this idea that there's no actual free will, because when we are in full, there's free will. But for the sake of this conversation, when we are in full alignment, and like there's like this, yes, I'm gonna go on a walk, oh yes, my friend's coming over, oh yes, we're gonna go climb this tree, yes. There's not much thinking about it. There's not much like, well, I'm gonna climb this tree so that I get stronger, and so that, you know, I want to do this with my child, read these books so that they can learn how to read. I'm gonna tell this person how I feel so that they know. I'm going to call my friend and let them know that I love them so that they know that I love them. I'm going to make my child's bed and clean their room so that they know exactly how to do it, because da 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 da. Like, see that energy where it's coming from? Like, so that it's pretty backwards. And as we're pretty aware, if you're here and actually listening to anything that I'm saying, even slightly, we're family, we're soul family. Our family is huge. We are all people, we are all one. We all came and come from the same one God, source, universe, uni is one verse, one word, one song, one heart, one love. Oh, one warm gust of wind. So, this one dream that we're all onely dreaming is love. And imagine if we all chose to do and be God, good, love, peace, happiness, what brings us actual joy. And we chose to stop being addicted to complaining and desiring to get empathy. Which empathy is nice. It can be. There's a really cool grasshopper right here. Do you guys want to see it before it flies? Maybe. You see him? Hey, cutie. Empathy can be, you know, feel good to have someone see you. I remember maybe one of the first times that I received empathy from a man in particular. Maybe not the first time, but the first time that I connected to the empathy in the space that these three beautiful men, older men, were simply being with me while I told a story that was really, there was a lot of momentum and emotion behind the story, and that experience was very touching for me. They never really said anything on the subject, and I am deeply integrating this of super easy with me for children, you know, because their stories are just, a lot of times when the children come to me from their worlds, there's so much story and this and that and my brother this, or I did this yet, and da 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 da. And rather than like engaging in conversation, because there's no conversation wanting to be had, it's just telling and talking and expressing and like simply just gazing into them, into their eyes, into what they're feeling, and if it's something that I so choose to feel too, and being. And that's what those three men were for me. It's like they were just being without wanting to change my story, without wanting to make the story better or worse, without any words, simply being. And this is also beautiful to experience with people. And I'm going to say that it was even more than empathy. And when I say more in a sense of whole, of simply being. Empathy is like, oh, yeah, you know, and there's still this essence of empathy that's still not whole. It's like fragmented part of God, which is what we also call patterns and traumas. If you watch my last video, it's like this thought of like, oh, you know, like playing into the story. Again, there's no good or bad. It's not right or wrong. It simply is what it is. So, why am I choosing to close my eyes and take a deep breath? Because I want to feel good. And that's what came to me in that moment. And for future's sake, it's exciting if you're not feeling good and you've been in a loop or a pattern, that the more and more you practice, just even for 2 to 5 seconds, it starts to build and get way, way easier. And easier and easier and easier. We become what we practice, what we focus, what we concentrate upon. The love and light in me sees, honors, and is reflecting the love and light within you, and beauty and joy and peace, unconditional love, God's love. And I wish nothing but the ultimate, juiciest, most delicious, expansive life and experience for us, for you, for we, for me, for all, for everyone. Peace. Got my nails painted by a beautiful sister, Molly, and she's 8. My toes, too. Anyways, whatever that means. What are words anymore? They're so beautiful, even though they have wilted. They still are what they are. So even if you have wilted and gone down a black hole pit, X, Y, and Z, you're still beautiful. And one beautiful of many moments and epiphanies that I had with Molly yesterday, she said, if you expect something, it will never be the same. Those were her words. If you expect something, it will never be the same. Take that and do what you please with it. Be your spontaneous, joyful, most happy self. And ask yourself what would need to change. And if I see myself, and if I saw myself exactly 100% as God sees me, what would change? Write this down, stay with it for a few days. It's been very life-changing, and more you'll become aware of like for instance, for me, when my mom speaks with me rather than reacting instantly and thinking that I know what she's gonna say, breathe. Smile. Inner smile. Not even necessarily listening to her. In a very loving way. Allowing her to speak. And rather than reacting instantly, and then you can write all this down. To feel love, feel my own essence before saying anything, because that's all we truly want. That's all I truly want, is connection with my mama, my earth mama that made my body. So if you do this exercise fully for at least 2 or 3 days, you'll have a pretty long list of things that would change. And that's okay. It's beautiful. It's super beautiful. Hey, grasshopper, you're standing up more now. Oh, there's a big fuzzy jumping spider. I wonder if grasshoppers see spiders. We're about to find out. Baby, I don't know. This is exciting. I feel like I'm watching a show, a real life show. And also, just want to put it out there, if you love my videos and you would love to donate to my mission in life, which at the moment, if you're not aware and you're not following me on Instagram, is being a teacher at the new Luminous Evolution Shatinan School, one in particular in Kauai. So you'd be donating to that cause. How glorious. Finally found my purpose and cause. So thank you for all of the trials and tribulations and shift that I've been through, that have led me to see all the things that I do not want in life, in all shapes and forms, in like all aspects of my life. And now I'm very aware of what I do want, like really aware. Whoa, the spider's getting real saucy, standing up. Like, I don't know if he's just looking at the grasshopper. That was cool. I have PayPal, ringingcedars333@gmail.com. It's the same as the email address that you can email to contact me if you'd like some support in life, some one-on-ones, or to join a weekly Zoom call for support on healing from an addiction. And I said it was going to be on Wednesdays. However, they will be Monday nights. Okay? So email me. We can figure something out. This is limited time offers. So once I do get to Kauai, my full focus is there. But you'll have these videos. And may you find another mentor or exactly what you need in order to assist you to find your true self, which has never gone anywhere. She or he has always been there and always will be there. It's connected to Source. It comes from Source and essentially is Source. God, I love you. Aloha. This was fun. May we meet again. Okay. The biter's really close now. Let's see if we can show you him or her. Oh. Slowly. Slowly. There she is. Mwah. Kisses from us to you.